Saints taking on Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. But the Vikings and Saints, you might recall, they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the draw play with Mack. Now he bowls him over. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
On the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their own with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of good shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
For Vikings 3, Saints 0.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play. And
he's only going to make it to to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yard.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings.
On 2nd down, Kamara down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Kamara on the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but
It's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he fires home. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And it will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
3.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Darnold from the gun. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Vikings 1st down.
They'll run with Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
A gain of
a good pickup there, a 22.
Vikings.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Darnold's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Murray. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Robinson, 49 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First down, Murray. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Brown, 58 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They're in a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This one taken in by Cephas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Darnold looking left side. He's got it. Complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He gets this complete to Cephas. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Vikings first down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
21.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray gonna let one. That's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Murray, the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
8 yards on the loss brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
7. First down, Vikings.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Mack, draw play. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Complete.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. Murray going deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now left side in the swing pass. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Deron Payne gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The Vikings on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Darnold. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Robinson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are pouring it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Darnold to throw again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
To the air again, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley. 38 yards. And the Vikings are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they get. He's going to go. They're not going to get him. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And quite a bit of razzle-dazzle and electricity on that return. It goes for 97 yards. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
They might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. We looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Side here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And the Vikings first down.
On first down, Darnold. He dumps this off to Mack, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.